Hey everybody, Like a Blades here, and in today's video, this is take 2 of the Titanium Kraken. I'm in a different location for my filming, as I usually do, because, if you can't hear it in the background, it is very windy, as well as it is raining outside, so I am flipping over concrete, which is something some of you may have seen this spot before. This is my patio, right outside my room, so you're just gonna have to deal with this. Take 1, the audio was perfect. It was still raining outside, but the video was so blurry. It was not enjoyable in the slightest. And it was not nearly as good of content as I would want to put out. I will never want to put out a video that is blurry, because there's no enjoyment in that. It's just, no. Anyway, this is about the Titanium Kraken that I got while at Blade Show, Texas. I do not remember what I traded to get it, but I'm sure it was worth it for one of us or both of us. I don't really know. But as it is currently configured, it has 3 pins missing out of each handle for a total of 6. It did not come with all the pins, so I need to get those. And as of right now, the screw at the bottom of the handle on the bite handle, the threads are completely stripped out. So it will not tighten, which gives it a lot of play. Sometimes it'll tighten up, and it'll feel completely different than it does when it's loose. So it can be a little unpredictable from time to time, but what are you gonna do? I will eventually get that, but I think the new hardware kit is like $16 fucking dollars just for screws. I don't even think it comes with washers or anything. And that's without the pins, so I don't know. I'll think about it. But besides that, this is my beater. Of course, I've said that about plenty of knives, but this is an actual beater. I could care less if it lives, dies, falls into a fire, or whatever. I really do not care. But it's a good flipper. I really enjoy it. A lot of people have issues with it. I've heard a lot of people complain about the weight system, which I can't speak much about because I haven't modified it any. Because as it's set right now, it's pretty perfect for my preference. The handle bias isn't too much, it's not too little, it's just right where I want it to be. And I love that. Sorry, my flipping's a little repetitive right now. I'm just trying to make this quick before it starts downpouring on me. By the way, rope test, as per usual. I've cut a lot of things with this since I last sharpened it, but still sharp. So yeah, this is still sharp, it will still cut. The jimping on this thing is amazing. But there are 2 things I would really love to change about the Titanium Kraken. One being titanium pins instead of aluminum. Yes, for those of you who do not know, this is titanium handles, titanium screws, but aluminum weight pins that are just anodized blue. And I do not like that. If they were titanium, I think a lot of people would have way less issues with the weight system than they do, so maybe that's part of the root of their problem. Then, what was my other problem? I was just thinking about it. I can't remember what the other problem was. Fuck. It'll come back to me eventually. I don't know. It'll come back to me. Oh, yep, came back to me. The price. It is not worth its brand new price of $420.69. $420.69 for those of you who know, which I'm sure a lot of you do. It is not worth that much money. It does not flip like that much money. It's just a no. That's not worth it. Now, if it was valued if they charged, I think $350 to $380 range, that is a price I would be willing to pay for the Kraken. But any more, just not worth it, man. So I will never be buying a new titanium Kraken unless it is to give away. But even then, I highly doubt that I would. It's a great flipper. I really love it. And the titanium Kraken for me actually has quite a story behind it. Not this one in particular, but for those of you who do not know, this was my second Blade Show Texas, and I think my third Blade Show, period. And a few of us had stayed behind at the Squid booth for a little longer than we were supposed to because we were waiting for something that they told us they were bringing out. I am the first person outside of their sponsorship line, which I don't even know if they had touched it yet, and the Squid team themselves to flip the first prototype titanium Kraken. I still have the video of it. They literally brought the handles in at the end of the show and slapped it together right quick. They did their best to get it tuned properly, but because it was so rushed, like they had finished it that day and shipped it same day, so it was very rushed. The tune was shit. It was tapping, blade rub, insane amount of play, but it flipped exactly like this does right now. And I loved it back then, too. So, the TI Kraken just, it has that kind of story for me. And a lot of people know this because of my collection, but I am very well known for having my limited edition knives or my demo knives and whatnot. My one of ones, my one of threes and whatnot. That's my deal. I have very limited numbers of knives. Ignore the dogs in the background. They're yelling at the puppies. Whatever. Anyway. This is not the limited Kraken, but it comes from a story of a limited Kraken that I once flipped. And boy, do I miss it. If I could get my hands on that original prototype, I would happily get rid of this one. But I'm highly doubtful I'll ever see that knife again. Which sucks, but oh well. Other than that, really, that's all I have to say on the TI Kraken. It's a great flipper. It does its job. I wish it wasn't AEBL steel, but that's just all Krakens to begin with. So, what are you gonna do? I've considered putting my Damas steel blade on here, but I like it on my spiral handles more, so I left it. And really, I will get it anodized one of these days. I just don't know what to anodize it as. If I want it toxic anode, if I want it blue, single color, fade, splatter, party, I don't know. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comment section down below. Those dogs are being so loud. I don't even know if y'all can hear them, but I can, and they're driving my ears crazy right now. But that's enough for the Kraken. Right now, I wanted to take a few minutes of your time, if you're still interested in watching, to talk about a different hobby of mine. I have recently gotten back into playing airsoft at my local field, which is about 2 hours from here. And I've been considering maybe doing content, doing that as well. Maybe just recording some gameplay, some shenanigans that go on at the field and put it all together. Maybe do a second channel for that alone if anyone's interested. If anyone of you is interested, do let me know, because it is heavily in thought. I'm usually going once a week, every Wednesday or so. I go for BBs and brews, which of course I don't drink. I'm the designated driver, but a lot of people do, and it's a lot of fun, especially with my high rate of fire build. It's just out of this world, which I will be upgrading eventually, probably after Blade Show. But yeah, like I said, if you have any interest in seeing content from that, let me know. I'll have to go out and buy brand new camera equipment specifically for that purpose. But for now, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Peace out.